Well, my best friend in grade school came to class one day and his hair was falling out, and this is in 4th grade. And I wasn't sure what was wrong with him, and then a couple months later, I found out he had leukemia. And of course, at that time, it was a death sentence. It's a little better today, but he passed away, and it's one of those experiences, you never forget as a kid growing up, to see your best friend, come down with a horrible disease and a really horrible way to die. So that kind of stuck with me. My father died from cancer. I had constituents that came up to me whose children had died from cancer, and it really touched me, and they didn't have an advocate in the Congress. And so that's why I, along with Joe Sestak, whose child was afflicted with cancer, decided to found and co-chair the Childhood Cancer Caucus, really to raise a voice of awareness within the policy-making community about this disease. One thing we were able to achieve earlier on with the Carolyn Price Walker Childhood Cancer Act that we passed unanimously on the floor. One of the few moments you saw both sides of the aisle coming together, and it was a great experience in Congress to see that. And then more recently, worked very hard on the Creating Hope Act, which I think will transform the way pharmaceutical companies, drug companies look at childhood cancer by providing an incentive. I'm very much into research and development. Investing in research is so important, particularly when it comes to childhood cancer, which there's been a market failure, and I do believe that's a place where the government can be of assistance. Now, in NIH, quite honestly, every dollar invested, we have over $2 that come back into the economy, and I think the figure is somewhere like $70 billion going back to the GDP because of the NIH. The one issue I had with the NIH was that the lowest funded portion that comes out of the NCI within NIH is childhood cancer at 4%. Again, I think that's unacceptable, that our children should be our best investment, and yet it's the lowest investment when it comes to the NIH. We're looking at ways that terminally ill patients can get access to these medications, life-saving medications, even though they may be outside the clinical trial. Now, this could be also extrapolated, I think, to the childhood cancer community and give them access to medications that could help save their lives as well. I make it a point whenever I can to go through the pediatric oncology units. It's heartbreaking. The good news is more are surviving, more children, but many don't. And those doctors and scientists that pledge their lives towards this cause, I have deep admiration and respect for it. I just say, keep up the good work and keep doing what you're doing. We're going to get there. I'm certain that we will, maybe not my lifetime, but in these children's lifetimes, find a cure for this dreaded disease.